Yo, what's up? It's Michael from Chess Lifestyle. I'll keep it down since it's 5 AM on a train and fucking cast, but you know what? It is what it is. Man, I actually feel so lucky right now. Like, the train I'm on, like, it's the first train in the morning, so 5 AM, and I assume the destination will be London St Pancras, like all the other trains are. And I suddenly realised that, like, I need to take a train to Kettering and switch to Kettering for Luton Airport Parkway. And I suddenly realised, like, okay, there's a train at 5 AM for me, but like, what if there's no change at Kettering? Like, what if I have to wait like 2 hours for the first train from Kettering to Luton Airport Parkway? And then I'm screwed because my flight's at 9 AM. But by stroke of a miracle, this first train from Loughborough, its final destination is actually Luton Airport Parkway. I've never seen that before, but I guess like at 5 AM, the only people like travelling at 5 AM are for planes. And I don't know why people would be travelling from Luton specifically, but whatever it is, I'm not going to question it. Luton Airport Parkway is the final destination, so phew, basically. So hopefully that's a stroke of luck which I'll need for the rest of the trip. Hopefully it doesn't run out, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. Yo guys, so I had another transport scare, so I realized this video is going to turn more into a, I guess a travel vlog than a chess vlog, but yeah, basically I had a connecting flight in Bucharest, and I was looking up, like, when I arrived, you know, is there a way that you can transfer from like where you exit straight into the departure gates without having to go through security all again? And basically online it said there isn't a way. So I was like, oh shit, okay, because I only had an hour 45 to make the change, and for whatever reason we were stuck in the plane for half an hour, so I only had like just over an hour to make that switch. And I get out of like the exit of the plane, and you know, you're going through like, I guess, customs to get out, and the queue was like the longest queue I've ever seen, and I was just like, yep, I'm fucked. There's absolutely no way I'm making this plane. But then I see there's this tiny sign that says like transfers. So I rush over to that, and it's all like boarded up, so there's no one going through there. But then some pilot or someone like winks at me to like join like a special queue that was like much shorter than the rest. So I joined it, and then I asked like, oh, you know, like, I've got a transfer flight, it's leaving in an hour, I need to go. And they checked it all, and they basically unlocked it for me, and I went through this like little passageway and managed to get into the departure gates without going through like the whole like main security again. So yeah, somehow I am currently at the gate for Belgrade, and it's somewhat going to plan. I just had a little spat actually with some guy working at a kiosk because he charged me 10 euros for a baguette, which is ridiculous. But in the end, like, I don't know, I stupidly already asked for it and he was heating it up before I paid for it. So out of spite, I took a banana when he wasn't looking. So, you know, you gotta do your own justice, right? But yeah, that's been my day so far. I'm halfway through it. I've still got to get the bus from Belgrade to Paracin. That's gonna be a whole fiasco, because I remember like in the bus station you need to like get a special coin to even go into the bus. Oh, it's a mess. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but it's going well. So I'll keep you guys updated and see you on the other side. Yo guys, so I made it to Paracin in the end. Everything eventually went smoothly, so that was nice. And I thought I'd show you guys the flats. So let's start off with That's the entrance. A nice wardrobe to put the clothes in. A nice desk that's very messy. And we've got 2 beds for myself and my friend Steven. And in between, I thought we'd make use of this with my travel set, as well as the best book on the planet. And the coolest thing out of all of this is this. Yo! We have a little terrace. And a really nice thing is in Paracin, like the bus station where you take the bus from Belgrade, it's literally right next door. And I'm in a hotel called Villa Modex. And yeah, we've got this sweet balcony. So the venue's like maybe a 10-minute walk down the road. So yeah, should be good. I don't know if I'm gonna like upload multiple videos, but maybe I'll get one out before the tournament finishes, so maybe I'll be a part 1 and part 2. But in any case, very pumped. Gonna work on some more chess, and the rounds begin tomorrow, so very exciting times ahead, and I'll keep you guys updated. So see you then, bye. Yo guys, it's Michael. I just thought I'd do a quick vlog because I haven't done much in the last few days. But yeah, basically I have had a pretty shit start to the tournament, but there are pros and cons in a way. So on paper, it definitely didn't go too well, in the sense that I lost my first round, and I lost my second round, and then my third round I had a bye. So basically 2 L's and a nothing. But basically my first round I was playing like the under 20 women's world champion. So, you know, pretty tough fixture, and I felt like I did okay. And the second round I was playing like this Russian girl who her peak was like 2280, and right now it's down at like 2050, but yeah, it was a crazy good game. Like both of us were playing like really good chess. So I think like on the whole I'm still happy, and today I have a game against a kid who's also like a rising star. So I you know, pretty unlucky with the pairings, but yeah, I've done a lot of prep for it and I'm feeling pretty good about the game. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting to play, and I'll have a party later on. So maybe I'll film a bit of that if it's, you know, suitable. But yeah, it's been good, and yeah, looking forward to more chess. So yeah. Hey guys, me again on the roof. I just got out of the shower because I just finished a 5-hour game. It was nuts. I was the last player in the hall and I won. And basically yesterday I lost my game, and it was just the most insane game ever, and both of us, I feel like both of us deserved to win that because both of us played some really amazing chess, but I lost. So I was on 0 out of 4. Well, I guess 1 out of 4 if you count the bye. And yeah, I really needed like a switch in mindset to get me through that. And I messaged some friends, and I'll actually just leave the messages here so you can have a read. Maybe you'll need to pause the video or something, but yeah, it was really invaluable, useful tips in terms of like just avoiding tilt and like staying focused. So yeah, I played an Indian 2000 today and managed to beat them, so very happy. And yeah, next round starts in like 15 minutes, so better get moving.
It goes back.
That is quite impressive.
So basically, how much did Paracin fit the chess lifestyle?
Ooh. I'd actually say a lot, in the sense that like, I think when you're in a small village or town playing chess, there's much less to do, and I feel like you can stay more focused. And like we even met up with some locals, and they're saying how like the chess really brings people to Paracin, which is where the tournament is being held, and it's like everyone kind of gets a bit hyped about it, and I think that's honestly pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. So how did you experience the tournament? Like, how was it? How did it have its ups and downs? Did it have like was it pretty consistent? like first games you had like some bad results. How did you bounce back? How did you experience it? And what was the emotional roller coaster?
Right. Yeah, lots to cover there. So I'd say to summarize, like my tournament, like my opponents happen to all be under the age of 20. So for those that don't know, like in tournament chess, generally playing younger players, often it's harder to kind of gauge their level because they're going through so many changes as a player. So playing all 9 rounds against under 20-year-olds was already quite tough. And I actually started the tournament with 3 losses. And I got 1 bye as well, so after 4 rounds of the 9 rounds, I was on 0. Pretty much. Well, like 1 point, technically. And yeah, that definitely had me really, really down. Especially because I felt that from those 3 games, I really gave it my all. And especially the second and third game, I really played some of the best chess that I've been able to have to offer in my chess career. So to lose all of them kind of really sucked. But I had a double round the next day, and I had some like really nice conversations with Stephen, but also with some friends from who I've met around the world. And yeah, like my mood was uplifted, and I won both games in the double round. And like the first game, like was I think we call it a slugfest. Like it was just 5 hours long, and you know,
it was mental.
It was a grind.
Yeah.
It was a grind, but managed to win it against an Indian player as well, so that's never easy. So yeah, managed to come back. But then actually, I think after that comeback of winning those 2 games, and actually the next round as well, which I drew against a 2100, which I was pressing to try and win, I think my final 2 games, both of which I lost, I was actually kind of in a more like carefree state of mind, where I kind of like had already bounced back. And I think this is the issue that I need to definitely work on, where like when like I've got a lot of emotions like carrying me in terms of energy, if the emotions suddenly like subside, to like be able to keep completely focused on playing the absolute best chess you can. I think it's not even maybe even possible, in the sense that like if you're not really like so hungry for the win, you're not going to play as good as if you were so hungry for the win. So it's tough. Like these last 2 games, the penultimate round, like I felt like I played really, really well, but just made like a couple bad errors of judgment and lost. When definitely there was one moment where actually it was just pot luck, where I lost the ending because there were 2 candidate moves I thought both did the same, and I just picked one of them, and of course that one loses and the other one would easily draw. So yeah, some unluckiness there, but yeah. And the last round actually I just got completely crushed. So I got crushed in the first round, I got crushed in the final round, and yeah, interesting chess in between. So I think to answer the question about recovering from roller coasters, I think like yeah, if things are really bad, I've shown to myself at least that I can definitely recover from that. But also I need to get good at like, you know, after that high is over, I need to somehow still play the best chess that I can.
Yeah, makes sense. Now, we've seen that you've played a lot of very strong women during this tournament.
True.
So it seems that in Paracin, like women's chess is like really on the on a high.
Yeah, genuinely.
Do you think this is like just a new thing? Is this how the future is gonna be? That we're going to have a lot of strong female players, and we don't really see a big difference between men and women's chess?
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting question. I mean, I think yeah, from this tournament, you could see that there was no difference in like quality or strength between
Exactly.
men and women. It was like yeah, like some really, really strong female players in the tournament, and yeah, I think like there's definitely some kind of stigma that still I think in our chess world, that like the professionals, the tournament players are definitely dominated by men. But I think for sure like yeah, seeing how Like what were? Do you think it was like maybe a third women in our
Yeah,
section?
I figure something like
Yeah,
that.
almost at least a quarter.
And
So-
definitely also very much on the top boards.
Yeah, exactly. So it's great. It's really great to see, and yeah, I at least hope that it'll continue to inspire and encourage more women to get into chess.
Yeah. So, for playing in a chess tournament, of course, we make use of a lot of facilities, like for example, supermarkets and all these things. What is the perfect environment for playing a chess tournament? What should be available in the vicinity?
Interesting.
And what should definitely not be?
Okay, so definitely, like having an accommodation close to the venue is like a huge plus because you never know what happens. Like, you forget something, you wake up late, whatever. If you live close, you'll never be that late to the round. So that's a really useful thing. So definitely living close, or at least have extremely reliable public transport that will come every 10 minutes or something like that.
Just like Groningen.
Yeah, exactly. So that was completely fine. So I think those are essential. I also think a good supermarket is essential as well. Like if you have like reliable food you can trust. So for instance, for Paracin, we're staying at a place called Villa Modex, and they have breakfast served every day, and it's really good quality, so you can really like trust it. And also the supermarket, very on the way to the venue, is like really modern now, and thanks to the influence of Belgium, I guess.
Yeah,
buying the supermarket.
definitely.
Yeah, so good supermarket, close to the venue. Yeah, probably like one of the very underrated things is just having good company, because without good company, then you're not going to always have the best mindsets, and without the best mindsets, you will definitely not play your best chess. So I think like having
So there's definitely room for improvement here.
always. I won't specify in what ways. But yeah, exactly. So good company, close to the venue, supermarket. Yeah, top 3, I'd say. Hey guys, editing Michael here. So I just thought I'd quickly just comment that I don't think I mentioned anything about my upcoming chess plans. So basically after this tournament in Paracin, I'm currently in Belgrade right now in a very pretty vegan Christian restaurant, I think. But yeah, basically I'm not going to do much traveling this next month because I really need to catch up on my chess lessons, like teaching and stuff. But also I do plan on playing in at least 2 weekend congresses this coming month. And then I think in March I'm going to do a bit of traveling, not chess related, and hopefully another weekend congress. And then it'll only be in April when I play in some more long FIDE chess tournaments. I'm going to play in Menorca most probably. And then after that, don't think I've got anything planned for May, but then June and July, probably I'm going to try and play in Norway Open. And then in July, play in Dortmund. And finally, in July, play in Paracin. So I think I had a great time in Paracin, and I'd love to come back. So that is my outlook for the next 6 months. So I think with these clear tournaments that I'm planning, it will give me motivation to train. It will give me motivation to work and make money because I'll need the money to spend it on something good. So yeah, I think these kind of short-termish goals will definitely drive me forward. So yeah, I'm excited for the tournaments to come, and yeah, just excited to analyze these games, get on with the training. Yeah, just a very quick note as well, my team in Loughborough, we played the strongest team in the division, the team with Mark Hebden, board 1, GM Mark Hebden, and they actually managed to draw their team, and we have an 1800 player who managed to beat a 2300 player, which is absolutely insane because, yeah, I don't even know how he managed that, but in any case, he played the game of his life, and the team drew 2-2. So yeah, very happy for the Loughborough boys, and looking forward to getting back to club nights as well. And yeah, just chilling in Loughborough really. So yeah, good times ahead, and see you in the next video, which I have no idea when that will be. And if you can, like and subscribe, that would be awesome if you made it this far. But if not, no worries, and see you in the next video. Bye.